After Youth Diary Session, the guys get real, sharing their journeys. Who will stand out? Stay tuned to find out.
My name is Chalifungwa Richard Mwepu, and I'm coming from Mwila district on the Copperbelt province. I am 20 years old. My expectations are mostly just getting to know other youths that think like me. I really want to meet like-minded individuals so that we can form some sort of collaborative partnership and just work towards achieving our passions. If I was given the chance to meet with the Member of Parliament for Mwila, what I would like to discuss with him would be mainly youth empowerment, putting more sensitization on CDF funds. Very few youths, not just in Mwila but Zambia at large, know that their constituencies get up to 40 million kwacha and they are part of that. So I would talk to him on creating more webinars and seminars that educate the youths about such rights. Because what is my concept about common misconceptions about male models in the industry? When it comes to their dress code, I feel like most people like to stereotype. They categorize all models who dress a certain way, especially like for me, since my ears are pierced. Most people think because you are pierced, you are gay, and because you dress a certain way, they categorize you as gay. Advice that I would like to give to my fellow male models out there is that we should be mindful of the things that we do and how we present ourselves. Because at the end of the day, if we want to be invited to higher tables, they will have to look at how we show up, how we talk, and everything that we do. So representation is very important. What inspired me to pierce my ears? A long time ago, I had these insecurities about my body. I didn't like the way I looked, the way I'm skinny, the way I'm tall. Sometimes people said I have big ears, which I do, but now I came to realize that everything that is on me complements each other, and that's what makes me different. So that is why I decided to pierce my ears, because it made me feel. So one thing that I've noticed in Lusaka that isn't in Copperbelt is the fact that we have a lot of youths that are taking up space. For the longest time, youths have been saying we are the leaders of the future, but I want that way of thinking to end. I want to drive change to Copperbelt as well, where we have youths also having seats at the table and just engaging in things that concern our shared future.
My name is Alex Surungwe. I'm 23 years old. I'm coming from Lusaka. What inspires me to take part in this? I want to learn more in terms of modeling. Yeah, that's the main reason why I want to do this. Where you're coming from does not define who you are, but your present is what determines the outcome. My expectations is to win. At my free time, I volunteer for an organization called TIME. It's TYME, Transform Youth Mind Era. So I go in different schools to teach about mental health awareness. So everything, it starts in the mind. What you feed your mind is what you become. So I'm most passionate about the mindset. I'm one of the victims who had low self-esteem, but because of understanding myself and self-awareness and discipline, the importance of you having good habits, because I had the bad habit. Yeah, I've healed. So the bad habit that I had, it was masturbation. I used to do that. So, but after going for the same training, it has helped me to heal, and I want to advocate about, because a lot of young people, they're going through the same thing. You find in their mindset and their vision, it's just focusing on things which is not helping them to be what they're supposed to be. As us young people, we're the future for today. So we cannot be the future for today when the vision that we have in our mind is negative. That's the reason why it's very difficult, like look where I'm coming from, to have people to become successful in life. Okay, to answer that question, the one thing that I know in life that we have been given is a choice. That's the powerful thing that we have been given. And I'm doing that. The reason why I'm doing that, the reason why I say I'm doing it, because I go in different schools, mostly in secondary schools, to teach about the same thing, how to break bad habits, the steps that you're supposed to take, and the measures that you need to have. Yes, I'm doing that.
My name is Martin Mulimbika. I'm 19 years old. I'm in grade 12 and I'm into dancing and into mental health awareness, and I'm a volunteer for an organization called TIME, Transform Youth's Mind Era, here today. I was inspired by my friend, Alex Silungwe. So he's one friend who told me to say, don't limit yourself, you can do it. As much as people can tell you to say you can't do it, but if you believe in yourself, you can surely do it. And I told myself to say, yeah, if you tell your mind to say you can't do it, then I really can. So I just believed in myself to say, Martin, go give it a shot, because you believe in yourself. Yeah. Right, so what was going through my mind was, what are the kind of questions are they asking? And how are you going to present yourself? But I found the solution to say, no, just be yourself, just be real. Yeah, that's what I figured out. All right, so what I have for the youth is that as a person, you don't have to limit yourself. In the journey of discovering yourself, you can do a lot of things. You don't have to limit yourself, because a lot of people can do more, but they tend to limit themselves to say, no, I can't do this, because they lack self-esteem, I may say. Yeah, but if you believe in yourself as a youth, you can surely achieve what you want to do in life. And you have to focus on your goal, because in life there are distractions, but you have to put blinders to say, whereby you avoid those distractions, because distractions, they are everywhere. So you have to make sure you are concentrated to what you are doing, you are focused. Just look at the goal.
My name is Sean Mwene. I'm aged 19 years old. I live in Lusaka, Chazanga, and I am in the Mr. Youth International. Why am I taking part in this particular pageant? Is because I believe my community, where I come from, needs a change. It needs a better development. So what I would encourage youths out there is to always stay true to themselves, being a better version of themselves. Shouldn't try to change themselves just to make someone happy. But being themselves, staying true to themselves is what they really need to be. What I love about myself is because, honestly, I'm never upset. I love dancing. That's what I really love about myself. Depends. I'm a piano, copala, rumba. What's my passion? My passion is really making a difference in my community, especially with the young ladies. Let me look at teenage pregnancy. It's very common in my area, where a young girl has lack of education. They lack education or someone to help them or train them about it. My reaction would be to find out why the person slapped me. So eventually I wouldn't react. Maybe if it's valid, if I did something somewhere, yes, but nevertheless. Yeah, slapping me. It's rare for me to fight back. No, it's rare for me to fight back. I would rather we talk things out. I find out maybe you have your reasons why. A junkie. I don't believe in junkies. Honestly, I don't. I believe shouldn't fear anyone. A junkie is also a human being just like me. So if maybe they are going through something, or maybe I did something somewhere. A mad person.
Why don't you get upset?
Because I believe.
Because everyone gets upset at a point.
Yes, they do at a point, but I believe leaving a smile on someone's face is a very good thing. No, it's rare for me to get upset, honestly.
My name is Kelvin Makaichi Kwasha. I'm coming from Lusaka, Kabanana specifically, Mandevu constituency. A word that I would have for the Mandevu constituency councillor is young children nowadays lack sponsorship, and mentorship to chasing their dreams. In the communities where we come from, we're usually allowed to dream big. But for them to actually nurture those dreams and help us become the people that we would want to become is not usually a thing that is done in our communities. So that would be like a pledge to the leader to help youths find their way and not lose their way because they didn't have the support that they needed at the time. Looking at the country that we're in, we're living in Zambia. So the main reason why people would judge male models based on their career is because modeling has always been an industry dominated by women. But ever since a twist came in for males to represent their country, their communities, people would definitely act so cringe to an extent that they won't support you at some time. They're not going to be there because even when we look at our backgrounds, even if you are to tell your community members that I'm going to be modeling, all the things that are going to be telling you about is modeling has prostitution, modeling deals with drug trafficking and things like that. But it's not like that. We have to change the narrative as a country and as a community. Yes, and the reason why I think identity would be part of modeling being identified as one of the careers is modeling usually starts from home. The way you compose yourself, when you wake up early in the morning, you spread your bed, that's one task achieved. And when you go outside, greet people, that's punctuality, that's being social, That's actually being social. And the way you carry yourself out there, the way you inspire young children. As for me, I'm going to be the change in my community because Kabanana is one of the countries, and not countries, sorry. Is one of the constituencies or towns that has been looked down upon. Youths are not allowed to dream. They don't want to do something from themselves, but I want to be that change. I want to motivate them and show them there's actually something happening.
My name is Kowe Hamakona. I am 21 years old, coming from State Lodge in Lusaka. The reason why I'm taking part in this project is I am a public health fourth-year student, and I am passionate about people's mental health and health in general when it comes to healing and awareness and people just expressing themselves. So I want this pageant to act as a stepping stone to build my advocacy. So with this title, it will help me connect to people out there through the events, and it would help me help my group, the group I'm in, Reclaimed Lives, which focuses on helping people who have gone through traumatic things in mental health, drug abuse, and help them heal. So I would want the title to help me build the platform, help us grow as a community, and empower the youth with the knowledge and equip them with power and tell them that it's okay to be vulnerable at times, because many other times in this society, based off the norms that we were given, based off norms and known rules, masculinity values state that men shouldn't cry, men should be strong, and a woman is emotional, she can't be strong. And I want to break that chain and to break that mindset. I want people to know that it's okay to be weak. When you cry, it's all right. Women can be strong and men can be emotional, express themselves at times. And I also want people to understand that their mind plays an important role in their daily health. Because if a person is sick, recovery does start with the mind, and one of the effects is the placebo effect of what we learned of how the mind and the body are connected and how they work as one to heal and to make people do things on a day-to-day basis and how we function. So I would choose the Ministry of Health. Why? As I already stated, I am a public health student, soon to be a public health scientist. And I love people's health. Ever since I was little, I wanted to prolong life, and public health is the science that prolongs life for all people, regarding of gender, sexual orientation, and economic status.
Thank you. Tell us why you are here today. I'm here today because I'm an advocate for people with Down syndrome. Thank you for that. I started it last year after I ended my journey last year for Mr. and Mrs. Youth International. Think back at the time I was in grade 8, 2018. That's when I wanted something to use to advocate for those people. Then I came up in mind after I started university. So I was like, okay, there's this platform. I had to research more about it. Then I came across Mr. and Mrs. Youth Platform, International Zambia, which I had to research more on it, which talks about like each youth deserves to be seen and heard. No one is left behind. What I don't like about Northwestern Province is that people there, they face a challenge of what is water. They always suffer to get water for them. They travel miles and miles to go and fetch water. One thing I love about my hometown is the market is nearby and it's very accessible. And the youths in my hometown, they are so open and friendly to everyone.
My name's Muchinjisi Chilongo, 23 years of age, and fourth year finalist student yet to graduate from DMI University. I studied Bachelor of Business Administration. I'm here because I see this as a very serious opportunity to grow and prove myself in a competitive space. I've been working on myself and I believe I'm ready to be evaluated at a higher level. Amongst all the guys who are currently contesting, I wouldn't point out, but I believe all of them are my competitors. And in a situation where do I believe there are certain components that the society perceives as male models to be feminine? Yes, I do. Firstly is on how male models carry themselves. You know how it is people can easily perceive someone just by looking at them. So if you look at me, you wouldn't say that I have traits of being feminine. So what motivated me is that, I will be honest, I wasn't confident enough in myself, and then I was, okay, let me try to do this. So once I got my piercings, and I couldn't notice that, okay, I have piercings on, but then my confidence just added on. But what added on more to my confidence is working out and improving on myself. Okay, so what contributed to my lack of confidence was I was insecure about my voice. It was a thing of where I'll be in a gathering and I'm listening to what people are saying, but I wouldn't contribute because everyone would look at me, they'll be like, why are you talking like that? You're faking your voice or something like that. But then I came to look at it to say, you know, Lord, God gives us different gifts. And this is a gift that God gave me, and I have to use it to embrace and inspire others.
My name is Perry Melvin, coming from Chipata, Eastern Province at large. Though I'm currently in Lusaka for some business stuffs and for the Mr. Youth International Zambia. I'm 20 years of age, I am an entrepreneur, and I have my own small personal business in where I support myself from. Thank you. So with entrepreneurship, it's just to look for what's not common. So like for what I do, I have a boutique, I do sell clothes. I have an online store. So I do come here to Lusaka to order clothes and I go back to Chipata, I sell them from Chipata. Yeah, that's my business that I do. So I'm involved with a group called Young Farmers, in where we teach and educate the youths the importance of farming, because you know, youths nowadays have negative attitudes towards farming. They think it's a dirty job and a job for the elders. But instead, we do educate them that the good things that farming has brought to us, because it's the one feeding the nation. So from this project of modeling, in Chipata where I come from, I'm involved in a Kuma modeling agency and academy. Yeah, so they are helping with some stuffs, but half of it, like for my transport to come in here, and something like that, I sponsor myself. But then it's only part of it, like maybe part of the outfits and stuffs, but everything, I'm doing it myself. My parents are just okay with it. Yeah, they're just okay. Because I started my modeling journey when I was still at my secondary school. Yeah, and until I finished, I did runway at Chipata July. I was one of the runways as Masquerade Gala in Chingani countryside. And now I feel I'm ready to walk into the international stage.
All right, my name is Henry Peli, and I'm coming from Chipata province. But currently I'm in Lusaka working. And I'm a model. Apart from that, I'm a chef. I want to take part in this Mr. Youth International because I want to advocate my fellow youths about people with disabilities. Yeah, because in most of the cases, as youth, we don't take people who are living with disabilities seriously. We don't treat them fairly. What I heard about myself is that I'm too scared. Yeah, I'm too scared to talk in public. Yes, I would love to build myself. That's why I'm participating in this Mr. Youth International, so that I can build myself. I can be a public speaker. Yeah, so that this fear that I have in talking in public can disappear in me. What I love about Chifunda is that things in Chifunda are so cheap, they're not expensive. And
okay, I am Blessed Mfwaya. I am 27 years old. I am from Northwestern Province, Solwezi to be specific. Currently, I am based here in Lusaka, Maken. I did Bachelor's of Science in Nursing. I chose to do nursing because I was saved by a nurse at my birth. So I wanted to give back to the community for being saved by a nurse. So I wanted to give back to work as a nurse. I take nursing to be like a strict mom, but a child always has to follow their dreams. If I were to meet any minister, I would like to meet a minister of arts, because I am an artist. I have so much passion in art. I do acting, yes, and poetry, yes, and I used to dance culture in art. Okay, yes. My best friend, when he was a child, it's like he was sexually abused. So each time he goes to bed, he's dreaming of himself being sexually abused by a respected family member. He didn't want to share with anyone because who would believe him? So there are people who go through in silence, and I would like to take it upon myself and put it in writing like a novel and reach out to other people who battle things in silence. What makes me happy is doing the things that I love to do.
Mr. Youth Dairy Station. Insights, laughs, and a glimpse into the future leaders. Stay tuned for more.